sell the recruitment services to all the SME bosses, those who are in the manufacturing industry. So I guess that was when I started to learn how to sell, how to market your services with no branding, with no systems, no support from your boss, and very little money. I remember I read this book at that time, Think and Grow Rich. How many of you read that book? Very good. So that was the book recommended to me. I read the book, and then the book said that you must desire, and then you must write down your goal. And then it must not be what you think you can naturally achieve, but must be something that you really desire, really want, but it's really very, very difficult one. But when you achieve it, you'll be very, very happy. So I said, okay. At the time, when I quit my AIA job, I was earning about 30 over thousand per annum. So I said, if I make 100,000 in 1995, I should be very happy. So I wrote it down. In 1995, make 100,000 for that year. Then another book which I really read at that time was The Greatest Salesman in the World. Was that some? The Greatest? It's about the ancient scrolls, The Greatest Salesman.
Yeah,
The Greatest Salesman. Any of you read that book? So the time I got no money, no family, so to speak. I was living by myself, so I only had that book as a companion. So every day I read the ancient scrolls. Okay, it was my daily bread, something like my daily bread. So first 6 months, first 9 months, I got no sales. It was really very, very tough, and it was really very, very hard to stick to a decision, which I know at the bottom of my heart, I know that it was the right decision for me. And it is very good training for the rest of my life because, as an entrepreneur, you have to make a lot of decisions. A lot of decisions that will cause you losses or gains or risks, a lot of risky decisions you gotta make. So I start on with the decision, and by end of the year, I did make more than 100,000 in net commissions. So that was an affirmation to me deep down in my heart. I know that, hey, I can do something in my life. And before that, as I told you, right, I can't even make simple decisions. So that was a breakthrough. And I started, so 1996, 1997, I was making very good money, but foreign workers industry, it's not a very. But I did not give any under table to any HR managers because the manufacturing industry was a lot more professional than the construction, the shipping industry. So I know I'm not sharing anything with you on Healing Touch yet, but although I go into that, I will also share with you how I transformed this business, which I have been in for 8 years. But before that, I'd just like to give you some background because I think that some of you who are going to business, you need to come to terms with some of these insights, which I hope will help you. So why do I say that it is so important to be able to make decisions, especially the good ones, but at the same time be open to good ideas? Well, one of the things which I did after I decided to totally revamp Healing Touch was to actually cut my therapist commission by $2 per hour. Currently, I have 27 full-time therapists. 26 of them are body massage therapists. 2 of them are Sedesco certified beauticians. Except for the beauticians, all the 27 of them are paid only by commissions. They were paid. Our rate is $50 per hour, so they get paid $25 per hour. But when customers have a package, then we charge them only $41.60 per hour when they are on a package. But before I started revamping the business, my therapists were also paid the same $25 per hour. So can you imagine, we only collect $41.60 per hour from customers, but they are paid $25. So which means 60% of the sales goes to therapist commission. That's a lot. And it was actually my mistake over the 8 years of running Healing Touch, that because of some system problem which I wasn't able to rectify, and that's why I paid them the $25. But actually it's not justifiable. So when I was on the verge of totally revamping Healing Touch, I actually have a game plan. There were several things that I knew I had to change. And one of the things I knew I had to change is to reduce my therapist commission from 25. Okay, the background of this is this. We were charging customers $40 per hour to $50 per hour. Therapists were getting paid $20 per hour to $25 per hour. What was going to happen was that after the revamp, we're going to remove totally the $40 per hour, the $45 per hour, and stick to only $50 per hour. And we also have one at $60 per hour. So basically, we're going to increase our pricing by 10%, 10 to 20%. So I told myself, I can't do this. I can't put in all this effort, increase the company's increase the company's sales, but yet pay so high for my therapies. And I know that it would be fair for me, it would be justifiable for me to claim what belongs to me, belongs to the company. But I know that it's going to be very tough. Can you imagine all your therapies are paid by commission only? And if you don't have commission, if you don't have therapists, you got no business, you know. And you know that with therapists who are, or so to speak, agents who are paid by commission, they are very powerful. They are like your partners. So you cannot just tell them, hey, I'm going to reduce your commission by $2 per hour from tomorrow onwards. You're going to kill yourself. So I knew on one hand, it is a right decision for me, but I know that it is also a very risky decision. But yet I knew that if I want the business to be really profitable, I need to take this move. I need to make this move. I need to make this decision. So I said this, I say that an entrepreneur needs to take risks with a good plan. Although for most of my entrepreneurial life, I was only good in taking risks. Very bad with a good plan. I don't know how many entrepreneurs really have good plans when they take risks. I hope I always had a good plan. So it's only with retrospect that I actually added in with a good plan. Otherwise, you all will throw eggs at me. Okay, so take risks with a good plan. Okay, that's more balanced. So how did I actually reduce their commission? Well, in December, you see, sometimes when you make decision, you need to have some foresight. You need to believe that what you do is going to have a positive effect. So I believe that because of what I do to the company, with a series of changes which I'm going to make to the company, I believe that eventually their income will increase. I believe that we will have more sales. I believe because overall price has been increased from 40 to 50, their overall income is going to increase, even though for package customers, they're going to pay lesser by $2. So in December, I have a meeting with them. I told them that from January, the commission for package customers, for their commission, because the price change is going to take effect in January. So I told them that the price, the reduction in commission is going to they're going to get $1 lesser. They're going to get $1 lesser for package customers for January and February. And then in March, it will be reduced up to $2 per hour. So that means from January, February, they will be paid $24 per hour, and then March, 23. So learn from PAP, because GST also increased slowly, right? Do you remember when was GST first introduced? When? 97. I don't know really. Now I just know that every time pay GST 7%. It's the norm already. You see, human beings are creatures of habits. So if anything that you want to change that is going to have a negative impact on the people that you manage, make sure that you do it incrementally. Otherwise, they cannot take it. Even though they know that it makes sense. If the company business improve, then we got more sales. But what if the customer cannot accept the price increase? What if the sales never increase? Only you are the only person standing out and say that sales is going to increase. No, you are the only person who says that our overall commission is going to increase. No, so as an entrepreneur, you have to make risky decisions. You have to say risky things. So I remember, January, so okay, from 25 to 24, okay, they tahan okay, because they were actually making quite good money also okay? But at that time I don't have so many therapies. I increased the therapy strength. At the time, our River Valley branch, we only have about 9 therapies. Now I have 14, 15. Now I have 15 therapies. Okay. So at that time, those who were there, they were still okay. Some of them were making quite good income. So I don't remember but they were already seeing in January, they can see really, wow, business getting better, Straight away, we revamped the whole place in December. Straight away in January, you can see the business improve already. And then February, a lot of time, February was a bad month for us because we closed for 4 to 5 days. But February was very strong. So February coming already, they know March you're going to get $2 deducted. So one day I received a news. I said, my receptionist told me, say, boss, they say tomorrow they want to have a meeting with you. I remember that was in my Thompson branch. So imagine all your therapists say that, oh, boss, we want to have a meeting with you. how you feel? How you inside already a bit. So in the morning I came early. The next morning, then with my heart, before going into the meeting, I just prayed, Lord, I just commit this time to you. Well, thank God, I think we have 9 therapies, only 4 of them turn out. The rest cannot make it because it's early. They set the time themselves, not my problem. But anyway, I realized that because the other half already realized that they are not going to get their way already. They probably realize that I'm going to stand firm to the end this time around. So the rest, forget it, don't waste time. So, but those who stayed, they were very insistent. So one of them was she was my